So you've seen all the tier lists, you've heard about the most OP classes, the most OP careers, you've heard YouTubers wax lyrically about Ground Knights, about Battle Wizards, about Ranger Vets, about Witch Hunter Captains. You've heard their praises being sung all over the internet, but who cares? That is what I'm here to tell you. Who cares? Anybody can play the Battle Wizard and dominate quick play. What I care about is the underdog, the underappreciated, the undervalued, the underrated, the underestimated, the underrepresented. How many more underwords can I get to? Look, we're talking about diamonds in the rough here, okay? We're talking about diamonds forged from steel, and that makes absolutely no sense, but guess what? I'm going to press on anyway, and that is what you're going to do, right? Because you do not seek the path of least resistance. Do not settle for the comfy bed of a Ground Knight. Seek struggle, overcome adversity, use off-meta builds, use off-meta weapons, and embrace the challenge, and you will be rewarded immensely. Money, unlikely. Women, unlikely. Fame, incredibly unlikely. However, the respect of random gamers in faraway quick play lobbies will be yours for the taking, and that will be more important, okay? So join me as we take a look at the top 4 most underrated careers in the game right now that you need to be playing, right? To not only play, but to show that you are not a weakling and that you can forge your own path, your own destiny, okay? So let's get into it. Before I do though, make sure you do stick around to the end of the video where I will be giving away the chance to win a ticket on a glass bottom boat ride. Absolutely incredible stuff, very, very exciting. And if you haven't been on a glass bottom boat ride, it is exhilarating. So stick around for that, you will not regret. And number 4, we're going with my boy, Ironbreaker. Now, before you start, anybody who's watched my previous videos may be thinking, hey, wait a minute, Crypt, Ironbreaker's in like every single one of your lists. Absolutely correct. You are correct. And listen. He's going in every single one of my videos. You understand? Best career, Ironbreaker. Worst career, Ironbreaker. Top 5 best range weapons, Ironbreaker. Best else weapons list, Ironbreaker, right? He's going in. You know why? He's going in every single one of my videos, and guess what? He's also going in this, but he is underrated. He's incredibly underrated. I'll tell you why. Let me tell you a story, okay? Once upon a time, there was a time when the Ironbreaker was universally praised by the people, right? He was rightfully adored. He was cherished for his robustness, and everything in the world was good and it was fine. Then, somebody made a video saying that you should not main Ironbreaker as a new player, and a great darkness came over the land. A meme had been born, and it had spread to the most far-reaching lobbies of the earth, and basically that meme changed from do not main Ironbreaker as a new player to just don't play Ironbreaker. And guess what? This is wrong. Ironbreaker is an absolute weapon. It doesn't matter if you're a new player, if you're an old player. He's unkillable. He does mad damage. He has the best melee weapons in the game, guaranteed. Best range weapons in the game, guaranteed. And he is the most handsome 3 foot of legendary dwarven steel that you could ever imagine. You can clutch like crazy. You can solo bosses. You can solo patrols. You can free solo El Capitan. I don't know. Do whatever you want. Nothing is impossible if you play the dwarf and you play the Ironbreaker, okay? So, look, you can do it. Play him right now. He's underappreciated, alright? That's why he deserves a place on this list, and I'm not going to listen to anybody say otherwise. If you got a problem, letters to me personally, handwritten, okay? Anyway, moving on, let's go. Number 3. Now, number 3 is the sultry, the sexy, the sister of the Horn. Thorn. Stop it. Okay. Thorn. Now, much like Ironbreaker, I could tell a story about Sister of the Thorn. A story about a time when she was hands down one of the most OP, if not the most, well, she was the most OP career in the game. But guess what? Times change, people change, and Sister of the Thorn was smacked thoroughly in the face with a Nerf bat. As a result, she was seemingly, forgotten. She was now basically regarded as a support class in a game where support classes are seen as kind of pointless. Well, I am here today to tell you heresy, right? Every team benefits from some support. Healing support, she is the best in the game. Crowd control support, best in the game. Emotional support, guess what? She can do it too. It's called satire. Look, her passive Attendance of Munificence is one of the most epic passives in the game. Just by existing, she boosts healing to the entire team by 25%. Now, that includes healing from health packs, that includes temp health generation, that includes healing received by other careers such as the Ground Knight's health regen, Mercenary when he hits his ult, all that stuff. If it heals, it's getting boosted. I can't stress enough just how great this passive is, and that is why she is amazing. Look, you can be the most terrible player in the game. You can do nothing but spam hedges in front of people's faces all day while simultaneously friendly fire spamming javelins at the back of people's heads and still be providing some of the best support in the game. Now, that is a good career, and because of that, I mean, you can just do what you want. You don't want to build for support? Don't do it. Build for DPS. You can do whatever you want. You can be selfish. You've already done enough. I mean, her bleed talent, run that plus recursive toxin and some dual wielded weapons and you'll be dropping green circles and people will love you for it. Use her. Do not care what people say. You do not have to run the Deepwood staff. You do not have to put hedges in front of people's faces all day. Just a hot tip. If you do not put hedges in front of people's faces, they will like you more. But guess what? It doesn't matter. They're still gonna love you, okay? She's epic. Use her. Use her every day. One of the best classes in the game. One of my favorite classes to play, and absolutely since I downloaded one of the adults only mods on the Nexus. Amazing. Guess what? Number 2. It has to be the Battle Wizard's underappreciated stepsister, Unchained. Now, Unchained definitely has some admirers out there. However, her love is outshone by the praise and adoration for the Battle Wizard. But seriously, if Battle Wizard did not exist, people would be rating Unchained as an S-class character all day, right? She's an absolute mad DPS machine with her melee power getting boosted by 60% if you're at high overcharge. I mean, that is absolutely mental. Not only that, she can tank with the best of them, and via her level 30 talent Bomb Bomb, she can even provide a bit of support. Team her with the Sister of the Thorn, and that's even more healing. And guess what? I mean, even if she only healed herself, she's still good support. You know why? Because she kills everything. She kills everything in her path, and that is the best support that you can provide. Abandon on the level 25 and Bomb Bomb on level 20-30. I mean, trust me, run these and you will never die in this game ever again. Guaranteed. I mean, I think that new players perhaps get put off a little bit by all her talents because they're all like 50% overcharge is transferred to blood magic at 1/20th of damage taken divided by pi rounded down to 5 stacks per second. I mean, what does it all mean? Who knows? Who cares? Just run Frenzied Flame, Abandon, and Bomb Bomb. Take my advice, right? And then take the mace. Take the mace, take it out for a spin, take it for a spin into the heads of multiple Chaos Warriors and show them what pain means. That is all you need to do to succeed, alright? Do not give in to temptation and main the Battle Wizard. We all know she's OP and no one cares. We prefer a challenge. We prefer conquest, right? And that is why you're going to main Unchained, alright? Play her, okay? And you will win the respect of those random players in those random quick play lobbies. And PS, if you really want to be a Chad, run Pyro. Moving on. Number 1, most underrated. Chad, super secret, S tier, is S tier, but people just don't think he is, but he's actually S tier all day long, is Foot Knight, right? Foot Knight. Foot Knight is a man of many skills. He can clutch like an absolute madman. He can boost and support the team. He can stagger everything. He can do insane damage, and his access to capable range weapons make him an insanely powerful, insanely useful, and insanely well-rounded career. He can do it all. So, I mean, let's talk about him. For one, his career skill, Valiant Charge, means that he can just basically continuously knock everybody on their ass constantly. If a Chaos Warrior is on his back like a dang turtle, he can't help you. It's called science, dum-dum. Look it up, right? He can rush in, he can rescue players, he can save incapacitated players from specials. His ult has a 30-second cooldown. I mean, that's incredibly short, but guess what? Run Hero Time, one of the best talents in the game. You get your ult back instantly as soon as someone gets incapacitated. I mean, that's nuts. Inspiring Blow. Staggering elites gets you and your teammates their ults back. Do you know when you'll be staggering elites as Foot Knight? Always. 24/7. That is what you do. That is your job. Make your decision. Play the Foot Knight now. Also, he gives the team 15% damage reduction. Do you want any more than that? Well, how about this? Run Comrades in Arms. You get 10% power plus 50% damage reduction to your closest ally. Pair this with a Huntsman or an Outcast Engineer, and you turn into an ultimate DPS machine. Does he not come bearing gifts? He gets better and better. And I mean, really, my favorite thing about the Foot Knight is just going full Stagger Knight. If you run Comrades in Arms plus Staggering Force, it is basically the equivalent of running Opportunist on your weapon tray. That means that you can easily hit stagger breakpoints but still have Swift Slaying on your weapon. Or, guess what? Just put Opportunist on your weapon anyway. Stagger everything out of their attacks. Do what you want. Executioner Sword, Great Hammer, basically all his weapons bar single-handed sword and the Mason Sword can be turned into absolute stagger machines using these things. And guess what? Stagger power is an absolute amazing thing to have, and to be able to stagger enemies out of all their attacks is such an underlooked and, just like this list, an undervalued skill. Stagger breakpoints, in my opinion, are up there in importance with your typical other breakpoints. They should never be overlooked. I guarantee you, if there was a stagger calculator, people would be talking about stagger breakpoints all the time. Unfortunately, there's not, and they are hard to calculate. Guess what? As a Foot Knight, you don't need to. He staggers everything, okay? I could go on all day about how good Foot Knight is. I mean, you can build for hectic stagger, attack speed, power, support, however you want to slice it. You're going to be bashing skulls, you're going to be winning hearts, you're not only going to get those green circles, but you're going to get the coveted clutch, and you're going to clutch more than a dang handmaiden. Guaranteed. I mean, he's absolutely amazing, and I think he really is such a well-rounded, such a powerful career that can be built in so many unique ways that he's absolutely super dang secret S tier all day long, right? So play him, do not play Ground Knights. Leave it to somebody else. You're not a weakling. You're going to play the dang Foot Knight. Well, now, that's it. That's the end of the video. Short, but sweet, because guess what? I live in Australia, and it's all I can do. It's so hot right now, I can only have my PC on for 15 minutes a day. So, that's it. If you did stick around till the end of the video, thank you for watching. Make sure that you go back to the start of the video where I'll be giving away the chance to win a ticket on a glass bottom boat ride. So that was at the start of the video. Make sure you go back and that you watch that. That's going to be very important. Also, people keep telling me that I need to ask for people to like and subscribe to my videos. However, I'm not really a big fan of those typical YouTube tropes. I mean, if I was going to ask people to like and subscribe, I would probably do it in a clever, sort of underhanded way, so it didn't actually seem like I was asking people to like and subscribe, but I was actually asking them to like and subscribe. Anyway, laters.